What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's reaction video. And today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Kerry. Kerry, thank you so much, as always, for your continued support, for being a member of the herd, a member of the Patreon, and just for being a supporter for as long as you have. It means the absolute world to me to have you as a supporter, so thank you so much. And thank you for this month's request, because we are getting to continue the Welcome to Horrorwood story. And I am so curious about this one, because from what I can understand, from doing a little bit of looking into it, a little bit of research, I'm not certain on this, but I think this might be one of the first ones in the Silver Scream and in Welcome to Horrorwood that isn't actually based, the video clip itself isn't actually based on a horror movie. I don't think. I couldn't, like, there was a Wikipedia page where it listed all the different songs and like, oh, this one's about this one and this one's about this one. Welcome to Horrorwood was just blank. So I might be wrong. I might find out as I watch this and be like, oh, it's based on whatever, but I'm not sure. I'm super curious to find out. I do have to give a big trigger warning for this one. I've been told straight up by Kerry right away that this one does it contain the shooty bang bangs. We have the pew pews. We have apparently some kind of Saw-esque traps that may, I'm not sure how gory things may get here, but I'm giving the warning right up now. If you're not if you're a squeamish person, if you're the kind of person that can't handle those kind of things, completely fine, especially with the state of the world, with what's been going on lately. Maybe you don't want to be seeing everyone pew-pewing at each other. Totally fine. Listen to the song, listen to the reaction, hear my voice. Don't look at the screen. Or if you want to, go and watch one of my other reactions that's too much fluffier content. But if not, we are watching the full uncensored version of this film clip. So this is Welcome to Horrorwood by Ice9 Kills. As always, please check out the original video linked in the description below. Give the original a like and a comment. Subscribe to Ice9 Kills because they're awesome and they deserve all the support in the world. And we're going to get into this. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're asking you to consider whether the defendant, Spencer Orenthal Charnas, brutally murdered his fiancée in cold blood.
First of all, is that his actual real name? Is that actually, like, we know his name is Spencer, but is the Orwell Charnas, was it? Is that his actual middle and last name? Because if that's the case, dude was just like born with a Scrooge McDuck style name. Like, if that is the name, I expect from the way that she said his name, then I wouldn't have been shocked for her to have been added the third to the end of it, just to add that little bit extra of yes to it. And I did not expect that middle and last name from Spencer.
Whether the defendant, Spencer Orenthal Charnas, brutally murdered his fiancée in cold blood. I can go on all day about the defendant's depravity, but let's hear who he really is, in his own words.
Oh gosh, it's brilliant the way that they managed to introduce these videos and these clips into every, like, there's nothing else I can call them. Every episode, they find a way to, like, introduce the song in and make it a part of the story, that we were watching them back, and there was no real need for a room full of people to be breaking down every film clip they've ever made, and now we're seeing them as evidence in a court case. We're going to sit here and listen to the whole song and rock out to the whole song as part of the evidence in the court case, and I love that. Damn.
Classic killer completes the cast. If evil saw the rage, cut to the close-up, then fade to black.
This is giving me all the vibes. I've just reacted to over as part of the live stream that I do through my Patreon. I just got the chance to check out their Jekyll and Hyde song. The Can't Stop Seeing Red, and the way that this one's starting off of like this soft, sweetly sung, slow spoken style thing, that you know a huge drop is coming. We're going to go wild with the screaming and the aggression and the hoorah, and that's coming. But as well as that, the exact words we're hearing right now, you know that they're going to be sung back in a full-on rock way eventually. And I love that that's like a thing that they do in a lot of these songs, is starting off with the hook of the song basically, or the chorus of the song being sung slowly and sweetly, and then it comes in with the full explosion.
Close up, then fade to black. Sit back for the sequel of your dreams. All psychos crave more shocking scenes. Who cares if it bleeds beyond the screen? Are you misunderstood? Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a call.
That genuinely gave me a jump scare. I love it. I love it so much. I was not ready for that at all. I was literally going... Also, why is this giving me like Psy from Gangnam Style? I was literally ready to pause and talk about like the lines that he sang there. I really liked them. They were really well written. And I couldn't even get to that because suddenly it just went, wah! And literally scared the whoop out of me. I want to hear that line again though, because I've completely lost what it even was that he sang that I liked.
Are you misunderstood?
That's what it was. It's the whisper to start off with. It's not like everything's been fairly quiet and relaxed, but then it's it's so quiet you can barely hear. I don't know, my mic picked me up doing it, but that absolute whisper and then comes back in with the misunderstood is so well done. But the are you misunderstood and then
Are you more bad than good?
are you more bad than good?
Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a call.
Okay, first of all, love that everyone is just... We have literal people in the crowd wearing the mask, which is hiding back there. I'm not going to get it at the moment. But I love that they have the full mask on. The other thing that's blowing my mind about this is... It's either one of two things, okay? It's either that this is based on a horror movie, and I just really, really don't know it, which needs to be rectified if that's the case. Because if it's not the case, this is a genius idea for a horror movie. What he says right leading into that crazy like rock drop part, welcome to Horrorwood where everyone would kill for a callback. Make me a horror movie about like aspiring actors, aspiring anyone in LA trying to break into the industry, and suddenly, or like a group of beautiful young people are all auditioning for these parts in this movie or whatever it might be, and suddenly they start getting killed off one by one, everyone, and or they're all questioning who's doing the killing because they try to take the parts. You could 100% so easily make a kind of slasher horror movie around this premise, and it would be fantastic. And it would be fresh and feel different to the 101 other. We don't need another babysitter being chased by a creepy monster guy in a mask. We need to sit there questioning which one of these Kardashian lookalikes is killing the rest of them because they want to be the next leading lady. I need it in my life. It would be a fantastic horror movie. But yeah, just like maybe that's what this is based on. If it is, let me know because I want to watch it.
We're all insane. So silence the critics, 'cause this is not it. Sit back for the sequel of your dreams. All psychos crave more shocking scenes. Who cares if it bleeds beyond
sorry. What did he just say? Now that the Halloween franchise is over, do you think Michael Myers will make another Austin Powers sequel? That is physically that actually fills me with rage. That yes, they're both named Mike Myers. Well done, you. You don't even realize they're two different people, do you? Oh my god, that's so well put in there, because again, the dumb questions that people outside, because you have to think, a lot of the interviewers or reporters that Spencer's probably dealing with aren't necessarily horror movie buffs, aren't necessarily like they would miss a lot of the references, a lot of the ideas. So if he's talking about his songs or his film clips and people are like, so why did you choose to do this in there? Because I'm paying homage to this famous movie. I, like, anyone with the slightest horror knowledge would know this, but you don't. Like, I feel like he would have to deal with that kind of thing a lot. I also love the thing that he did where he, like, gave the symbol to his fans and then turned around and flipped off the haters. I'm not sure what the hand signal he did was there. I don't know if that's, like, a thing from the album. I don't know if it was... I want to see it again.
Misunderstood. Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a callback. There goes the neighborhood, but long live Horrorwood, the only place it should be a...
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the reaction I had. I wasn't expecting that, though. Just the sheer strength, first of all. Oh my god, I'm literally Martha May from The Grinch. Everyone else is seeing there like the gore, the violence, and I'm sitting here like the muscles. No. What I'm getting at, I didn't expect him to just snap and openly rip open a man's head like that. But with a question that dumb, it's almost justified. No, I didn't rewind back far enough before for the hand signal. I'll look at it later, or if you know, I probably won't be able to identify what it is. At first, I thought he was doing like Roman numerals of some kind, but I don't think that's what it is. Unless, actually, okay, I don't know what it is, but I know that down the bottom corner there's an XI, and I think what he did was like an X with one of his fingers and an I with the other. That must be something. Let me know what it is, because I'm not sure at the moment. It's probably important, and I've probably missed something big, haven't I? Either way, yeah, was not ready for the wild gore of this scene here, but I gave the warning at the beginning, so let's go. The fact that his fans are clapping and pointing and laughing. I guess this is another thing that he would face IRL, in terms of he would have fans that are just like, the music's awesome and I love horror movies, great. And then he'd have other fans that are like a little too into that, and would be the bad side, the kind the side that people talk about on the news when they're like, horror movies are dangerous, they pervert the mind. The people that make you think that might be right, even though it's not. You have to think there's people like that who would be super fans that Spencer has to deal with, and I feel bad for him for that.
Stardom's just an afterthought for all those stabbed in the back lot, piled up and left to rot. So how's this for an establishing shot?
Damn!
Misunderstood.
Yo, this film clip has had so many wild moments. Like, absolutely wild. But can I just say, while I don't support gun violence at all, standing there and saying, how's this for an establishing shot? That's a hard line. That line goes so hard. And then he so delicately takes off, after getting consent, mind you, takes off her high heel so that he can stab someone else through the eye with it. That reporter didn't even necessarily ask a dumb question. You're just going on a killing spree now. Wild. Absolutely wild film clip. Can I just say, I don't know his name, but the band member here that's doing the scream instead of Spencer, his scream goes hard. He sounds great. Okay. Yo, you gave him time to fully start up the chainsaw before you even tried to shoot your first shot. I'm not saying anyone deserves to be run through with a chainsaw, but come on. Like, you gave him time to start it up. He threw off his coat, started up the chainsaw. You had time. Like, me and one of my friends have just been discussing how, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, the old school one, it's like, he was such a fumbling, bumbling fool. You should have been able to outrun Leatherface, but no one does. And it's so similar to here, of like, that man gave you so much time. I don't know who he is, but you didn't even try to save yourself.
Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a callback.
I'm sorry, I'm taking that back because where I started that, the breakdown had already started and I hadn't realized it, but that breakdown was fire.
Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a callback. There goes the neighborhood, but long live Horrorwood, the only place it pays to be.
Wild music video. Taking aside the extra stuff that we get here, just that for the music video was awesome and crazy and wild. And again, I don't know the greater context if it is referencing something or if this is just their own thing, which I kind of love if it is. But I love the fact, I have a strong belief that some of the best horror movies, if not all of the best horror movies, while on the surface, yeah, they're just a kind of good story or like crazy story with some wild jump scares and builds of horror and fantastic, like all the good stuff. A lot of them can also be taken, like when you look at Dawn of the Dead and some of those old zombie flicks, they were critiques on our society, and they can be taken as a deeper meaning to look at our society. This music video had exactly the same thing. Like, it was a straight up critique on the entire Hollywood industry, basically, and the kind of the horrible things that people have to do if they want to break into the industry. In this situation, it's going on a killing spree because that's kind of what the fans expect of him. And it's like this, the expectations we put on celebrities and the expectations there are and the things that they have to do that we would be like, that's wild. How could they do that? But it happens behind closed doors because that's just how you have to break into the industry. And when you look at some of the crazy stuff that's allegedly gone on with like Diddy and the freakouts and things like that, and you hear about, you know, I know that, I think was it Harvey Weinstein allegedly, that's like an absolute creep, and like people have like come out and said crazy things about him. I know that there's someone else that, like, Terry Crews has come out and said he was sexually assaulted at a Hollywood party. It happens all the time in the Hollywood industry, these horrible things happening, and they have to just kind of push on through them because they want the lifestyle, or, you know, they can't talk about it because you'll get blacklisted. And it's wild. So this is a really cool way to critique that kind of thing if you want a deeper meaning to it. If you don't want a deeper meaning to it, it's just a wild horror gore fest of a film clip, and I love that.
There you have it. Violence against women.
Did this man fall asleep during his own music video? Because I love that for him. But did he actually fall asleep watching his own music video?
There you have it. Violence against women. Violence against law enforcement. Violence against mankind. Now, the defense is going to try to convince you that it was all an act. Shock value to sell music, t-shirts, concert tickets. But I answered that with Spencer's own words from this very video. This is not an act. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I submit that this was an act. An act of murder.
This is ridiculous, Your Honor.
I was going to say, that's an like, that is the weakest opening I think I've ever seen in a court thing. Like, maybe to establish the kind of art that he makes, or the kind of, you want to project the kind of person he is, but claiming that, like, that's not an act. If you take that in the literal sense, yes, of course it was an act. We all remember seeing it on our evening news, don't we? What? We don't? We don't remember seeing a massacre happen? That's because it didn't. It's a music video. It is an art form. It's an expression. Like, weak opening argument by this lawyer. But taking that aside, like, if she's trying to establish the kind of person that he is, the kind of morals he has, the kind of things he finds interesting as entertainment, and how that makes him a morally corrupt or bad person, I get it. But the way that speech was worded by her of, this is not an act, it's an act of violence, I think you lost me there.
And I object to this opening statement and its flimsy narrative.
Yeah.
The idea of a music video foreshadowing a real-life killing? What is this, a Wes Craven film? I move for an immediate dismissal of this case, Your Honor.
Your objection is noted, but overruled. I'm inclined to keep this thing going. The only sin of a case, in my opinion, is to be boring. And we got a lively one here, folks. Court is adjourned until tomorrow.
I mean, you, like, it's a bit of a stretch saying the only sin is being boring. You could also say that you're wasting taxpayer dollars. But there is a case here. Someone was murdered, and I get that. I just think that music video might not have been the one I would have opened with. I might have opened with the one where it was him murdering his girlfriend in the video, rather than just, like, I think she was the reporter that he ended up stabbing with the shoe. But they were literally watching the police tapes and being like, oh, he stabbed her this many times in the back, and use that one.
Harris, after such a long investigation, what led to Spencer's indictment?
The DA's office has no comment at this time.
Well, we got some new evidence, and I'm very happy to say that it's made this case no longer a stab in the dark.
Captain
Wow.
Harris,
Yes, Stretch.
can you speak to that evidence?
Whoa.
Well, it'll come out in due time, and,
I normally wouldn't want to comment on something like this because different people look different ways. The way that was done felt very much like it was an intentional, not necessarily gag, but shock factor moment of, like, this guy's particular look just being, whoa, right there. Like, it felt like it needed an Austin Powers-esque, Austin Powers in my head because of the Michael Myers thing before, which is still grating on me. But it felt like it needed that kind of a super zoom with a moment, like with the mole joke they used to do for this fella. Yeah.
well, it'll come out in due time, and, Speaking of due time, you're gonna do time! Tighten those handcuffs, bailiff! Sorry. Yes, actually, no,
Wow.
we're under a need-to-know gag order right now.
Captain Harris, can you comment on the disappearance of Officers Ophelia and Dunbar? And weren't they working directly on this investigation?
Well, you're a chatty Cathy. I don't know where you heard that rumor, but it just reminds me that maybe we should be a little more tight-lipped around here. But I know in terms of those new cops, they're the finest in my department. And I got to say, converting them and I personally know that they are taking a well-deserved R&R. Oh, come on, two more. This way, this side.
Oh. What's the evidence? Oh. Something tells me that he's not gently cutting through the stitching on the mouth, like just cutting the threads. Something tells me there's a lot more cutting going on there than... But this is the thing. This is happening, and Spencer's arrested at the moment. So we know it's not, or at least we're pretty sure it's not Spencer in the mask, unless there's some kind of elaborate tunnel out of the prison, or some extra dungeon to the prison that he's got a police officer chained up in. Very unlikely. So he has an accomplice, or he just was never responsible for the killings to begin with. Ow.
Oh no, shit.
I think you do.
Hey, what are you doing with that? I told you I don't know shit. Dude, come on, stop. Oh my God. No, okay, all right, okay. If you let me go, I'll tell you. If you let me go, I'll tell you. Yeah? Okay, all right. Okay. We know Spencer's stab pattern. It's the same as in the video. It's 3 in the chest, 2 in the stomach, 1 in the back. That's how we were able to arrest him. And so all we were able to remember. It's like kind of a song. It's like 3 in the chest, 2 in the stomach, 1 in the back. Yeah. 3 in the chest,
What?
2 in the stomach,
Don't sing it.
1 in the back. Yeah. 3 in the chest. What are you doing? Hey man, we had
My guy, you were tied up by a serial killer. He's just throwing gasoline on you, and you took the time to close your eyes and just start singing a little ditty about 3 in the chest, 2 in the stomach. Really right now? Come on.
deal. Hey, we just had a deal, man. Hey, stop it. Okay, hey. Oh, no, man, come on. You can just stab me, I'm right here. You can just stab me. That could be part of our deal now, new deal. You can just stab me, man. Come on, please. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, God. No. Please don't do that. Come on, man. No.
Okay. Oh.
For a minute, I thought I was dead meat.
Oh! Well, that was an icky way to end it. I think that's the ending at least. Let's check if that's the ending, because I think that was the ending. To be continued.
3 to the chest, 2 to the
Oh,
stomach,
no.
1 to the back. What you say? 3 to the chest, 2 to the stomach, 1 to the back.
Really?
What you say? 3 to the chest, 2 to the stomach, 1 to the back.
Wow. They said it was like a song. They said they had a song for it. Wild way to finish that post-music video movie, TV episode, whatever it is. wild way to end that. Holy heck. Yeah, I thought like the ripping open of the reporter's face and things like that in the video were wild. That explosion was a lot. But I will say this. I will say, because this is the most relatable I've ever found a victim in a horror movie situation, because he bargained for his life, which why would you think that a serial killer is going to hold up their end of the bargain when they didn't even really agree to it? You just assumed. Taking that aside, as he's pouring the gasoline and lighting the lighter, the guy is screaming, just stab me, man. That is yes, me, literally me. That is where I would be, because fire bad. No, I'm going full Frankenstein on this. Fire bad. I don't want to burn. Just at least get it over with quickly. So from that side of things, a bum around the neck isn't too bad. I think he died pretty quickly, and hopefully at the end there he was already dead. But the graphicness of it was just wild for a music video. That's the thing that we have to remember here. Is like, this is like full horror movie level production in a music video, which is so cool. And also on top of that, really awesome song. Really, really cleverly put together story. Absolutely loved this one. Please jump in the link in the description, give the original video a like and a comment, and subscribe to Ice9 Kills if you haven't already. Also, leave me a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel. If that was based around a particular horror movie, let me know what one. I don't think it was, but if it was, let me know. If it's not, they need to make a horror movie based around that premise, because I loved it. Also, subscribe to the channel, it helps out, and check me out over on Patreon, where I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.